All right, everybody, welcome back. Today, we're doing a deep dive into something a little different. We're looking at the world of online fashion.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah, so specifically, this new brand that reached out called Rose of Sharon.
Okay.
And, they sent over like their brand identity document and everything. And
Interesting.
yeah, it's giving very much like Desert Bloom meets digital storefront.
I see.
So, maybe you're out there listening and you're thinking like, oh, I need a new online store to check out.
Uh,
Or maybe you're just kind of fascinated by how these e-commerce businesses are trying to like stand out, in a really crowded space.
Totally.
But either way, we're going to unpack what Rose of Sharon is all about and see if they're the real deal or just another flash in the pan.
Yeah, the online fashion world is definitely a tough nut to crack.
For sure. And they're not making it easy on themselves right off the bat.
Oh, how so?
Well, they're calling themselves a fashion oasis, which, I don't know, it's bold.
Hmm.
What do you think? Is it like genius branding or a little too on the nose?
I mean, it's definitely attention grabbing, right?
Yeah.
Like when you hear fashion oasis, you think of like a calm, curated space,
Yeah.
like a refuge from that whole chaotic online shopping world.
Right, right.
It kind of reminds me of like Reformation or Everlane, you know?
Oh, yeah.
They've really nailed that minimalist, almost zen-like shopping experience.
Totally. Yeah, and it does feel like Rose of Sharon is going for that same kind of vibe.
Exactly.
So it's less like fast fashion frenzy and more like take a breath, find your style sanctuary.
Yeah, exactly. And that could really resonate with shoppers who are looking for a more mindful, intentional approach to fashion.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And speaking of mindful, well, the document also goes on and on about their diverse collection
Hmm.
and high quality products at competitive prices.
Ah, yes, the classic trio of online fashion promises.
Right. Like, is this just standard marketing fluff or could they actually be onto something here?
It's definitely common to see those claims, but the real question is, can they deliver?
Right.
Like think about brands like Huyana or Cezanne.
Okay, yeah.
They've built their whole reputation on quality, craftsmanship, timeless designs.
Right.
But they're still relatively accessible.
Yeah.
So if Rosa Sharon can strike that balance
Yeah.
between quality and affordability,
Yeah.
they could really stand out.
Yeah, totally. Because these days, shoppers can really spot a genuine commitment to quality. They're not fooled by just like marketing hype.
Exactly. They're
I,
looking for the real deal.
totally. And another thing that Rose of Sharon is hammering home in this document is the seamless shopping experience and exceptional customer service,
Mm.
which honestly, in today's online world, I feel like that's essential.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, a bad website or unresponsive customer service can completely ruin a brand,
Mhm.
even if their products are amazing.
Totally, yeah. It's like I've abandoned so many online shopping carts because the website was just a nightmare to navigate.
Oh, tell me about it. It makes such a difference when a brand really invests in that smooth, enjoyable experience.
Yeah, yeah. Like, for example, Glossier, Warby Parker.
Oh, yeah. Great examples.
They've really mastered that whole blend of like user-friendly design, personalized recommendations,
Yeah.
top-notch customer support, and honestly, it's a huge part of why they're so successful.
For sure. It's all about building that trust and loyalty with your customers.
Totally. Okay, but Rosa Sharon doesn't just want to be a store, though. They're aiming higher.
Interesting.
So they're saying they want to be a platform for inspiration and self-expression.
Wow. Okay.
That's a lot, right? But what do you think? Is that achievable? Is it just like marketing fluff, or is there real potential there?
Well, it's definitely ambitious, but I don't think it's impossible.
Okay.
I think the real key is how they approach that whole community aspect.
Yeah.
Like, will it be just a few blog posts and like inspirational quotes on Instagram?
Right, right.
Or are they actually creating a space for genuine connection and engagement?
Yeah.
Like, I'm thinking maybe a forum for fashion discussions or styling challenges, almost like a digital fashion club
Yeah.
where people can connect and share their style journeys.
Oh, I love that. I'm picturing like virtual mood boards and outfit swap sessions.
Exactly. Something that really fosters a sense of community and makes people feel like they're part of something.
Yeah, totally. Okay, so to add even more intrigue to the mix, they've actually included links to their website and their TikTok account.
Oh, interesting choice. TikTok, huh?
Yeah, so even before we click over there, what do you think that tells us about their target audience?
Well, TikTok definitely skews younger, right? Like Gen Z and millennials.
Yeah.
It's all about quick videos, fashion challenges, relatable content.
Yeah.
So it seems like they're trying to tap into that audience that's really engaged with fashion trends and lives online.
Yeah, yeah, like they're trying to capture that short attention span with a burst of style inspiration.
Exactly. And it's a smart move
Yeah,
because that's where their target audience is spending their time.
makes sense. So, okay, let's recap for a second.
Yeah.
We have a potential fashion oasis that's aiming for this like mindful shopping experience
Right.
with high quality, well priced pieces and a focus on building a digital community.
And they're strategically using TikTok to reach a younger, trend-conscious demographic.
Exactly. But the big question
Yeah.
remains, can they actually walk the walk?
Yeah, can they back up all these claims with real substance?
Exactly. Because to answer that, we need to dig a little deeper.
For sure.
So stay tuned, because coming up, we're going to dissect whether their sustainability efforts are genuine or just a fashion facade.
Ooh, the stakes are high.
And we'll explore their website and TikTok to see if their digital oasis lives up to the hype.
Sounds like a plan. I'm ready.
All right, so before we actually click over to the Rose of Sharon website and TikTok, we got to talk about their claims about sustainability and community giving.
Right, because everyone's talking about that these days.
Exactly. Like they're saying all the right things about minimizing their environmental impact and partnering with ethical suppliers.
Yeah.
But are they actually walking the walk, or is this just like a greenwashing fashion facade?
That's the million-dollar question, right? Sustainability is like the biggest buzzword in fashion now, and it's easy for brands to make these vague promises without actually doing anything concrete.
Totally. So, like, what are they actually doing? Like, what specific fabrics are they using?
Yeah, exactly. Like, are we talking organic cotton recycled materials? What about their manufacturing processes? Are they working with factories that prioritize fair labor practices and safe working conditions?
Yeah. That's the kind of stuff that conscious consumers actually care about.
Right. They want transparency. They want traceability.
Yeah.
Like, think about brands like Patagonia, Eileen Fisher.
Oh, yeah,
They've set the bar really high when it comes to ethical and sustainable practices.
for sure.
They give you all the details about their supply chain, their environmental initiatives.
Right. So Rose of Sharon needs to show, not just tell, when it comes to their sustainability efforts.
Right. Otherwise, it's just greenwashing. And that's a major turnoff for a lot of
Right.
shoppers.
Totally. Okay, and then on top of sustainability, they're also really emphasizing their commitment to giving back to the community.
Okay.
Like they mentioned supporting local initiatives and donating a portion of their profits to charities.
Interesting.
What do you make of that whole angle,
It's definitely a good look,
right?
especially for younger generations. They really care about brands that align with their values.
Yeah.
They want their purchases to have a positive impact.
It's that feel-good factor, right? Like knowing you're supporting a company that's doing good.
Exactly. But again, Rose of Sharon needs to be specific.
Yeah.
Like, which organizations are they supporting?
Right. Like, are they local charities?
Yeah, are they global organizations? What causes are they focusing on?
Right, because vague statements about giving back, they don't really mean much if they're not backed up with concrete action.
Exactly. It's got to be more than just lip service.
Right, like show me the receipts, essentially.
Exactly. They got to walk the walk.
Totally. Okay, so we've dissected their claims about sustainability and community giving.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it seems like they have the potential to do some good
definitely.
if they follow through on their promises.
Right, the foundation is there, but they need to build on it.
Totally.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the moment of truth has arrived.
Oh, here we go.
We're finally going to check out their website and TikTok.
I'm ready. Let's see what they've got.
Are you ready for this virtual expedition?
Let's dive in.
All right, we're back. We just took a digital stroll through the Rose of Sharon website and TikTok, and honestly, it was an experience.
It's pretty interesting, right?
Yeah, definitely fascinating to see how they're presenting themselves online.
Mm-hmm.
So, first impressions, did their online presence match that whole, like, fashion oasis vibe they're going for?
You know, the website definitely had that, like, a curated minimalist aesthetic we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Very clean lines, muted colors, beautiful product photography.
Yeah.
It reminded me a lot of brands like COS or Arket, you know?
Oh, totally. Yeah, it felt very intentional, like they really put thought into every detail.
And, you know, they kept talking about having a diverse collection. Did you actually see evidence of that?
Yeah, I mean, they had a good range of styles, everything from those classic staples to more trendy pieces.
Okay.
I saw some nice cashmere sweaters, tailored trousers, flowy dresses, even a few statement jackets.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah, it seemed like they were trying to hit that sweet spot between timeless and trendy, appealing to a wider range of personal styles.
Yeah, that makes sense. And what about the pricing? Did it seem in line with that whole competitively priced thing?
Yeah, I'd say it's definitely in that mid-range category, probably comparable to brands like and other stories or Reformation.
Oh.
Not super cheap, but not luxury brand expensive either.
Right, so they're not trying to be like the fast fashion option.
Exactly. It seems like they're aiming for that premium but accessible vibe.
Okay, interesting. So the website seems like it's checking a lot of those boxes,
Yeah.
visually appealing, good variety, reasonable pricing.
hmm
But what about their TikTok? Was it giving the same fashion oasis energy?
Honestly, not really.
Uh,
Their TikTok is a totally different world.
really?
It's super vibrant, fast-paced, tons of personality.
Hmm.
They like dance challenges, styling tips set to trending audio,
Yeah.
influencer collabs.
Wow, a completely different vibe then.
Yeah, it's very Gen Z focused.
So it's like they're speaking two different languages online.
Yeah.
Like serene and sophisticated on the website and then playful and trendy on TikTok.
Right, exactly. And honestly, I think that's actually a smart strategy.
Oh, how so?
They're adapting their content to the platform.
Yeah.
The website is that curated showroom where they can highlight their brand identity and product quality.
Right.
But TikTok is where they can let loose a little bit, experiment with trends, connect with a younger audience.
Yeah, that makes sense. Speaking of connecting, did you actually see any of those community building efforts we were talking about earlier?
Yeah, on the website, they have a blog with style guides, interviews, even a section where customers can submit their own outfits.
Oh.
It's not like a super active forum or anything, but it's a good start.
Yeah, like a little digital mood board.
Exactly. And on
Oh.
TikTok, they're really active in the comments.
Okay.
They do live Q&A sessions. They have challenges where people can style rows of Sharon pieces.
Oh, fun.
So they're definitely using that platform to create a more interactive experience.
Yeah, they're not just talking at their audience, they're actually having a conversation.
Exactly, which is so important for building that sense of community.
Well, I have to say, after seeing their online presence, I'm pretty impressed.
Yeah, me too.
It seems like they have a good grasp of their target audience, their marketing is on point, and their online presence is visually appealing and engaging.
Agreed.
But like we discussed, the real test is going to be their commitment to those bigger issues.
Yeah.
Sustainability, community impact, those are the things that'll really determine their long-term success.
Exactly. They need to walk the walk, not just talk the talk.
Absolutely. So listeners, we've taken you on a deep dive into the world of Rose of Sharon, examined their brand identity, marketing, online presence, and now it's your turn.
Go check them out for yourselves.
Yeah, visit their website, scroll through their TikTok, really pay attention to those details.
Let's see what you think.
Yeah, because ultimately you get to decide.
Right.
Are they living up to their promises? Are they a brand you can get behind?
It's up to you.
So happy exploring, everyone. Until next time, keep diving deep,